everyone. Welcome to Room 212 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this coming week. Just a reminder that tomorrow is Labor Day, and so there will be no school tomorrow. Again, tomorrow, September 6th, is Labor Day, and we are off of school. Also, just a reminder that on the back of your child's folder will be a set of 5 vocabulary words for the week. Please make sure that you're studying those at home and making sure that your child is prepared for our quiz that takes place on Friday. A great way to study those is to make flashcards with the word on one side and the definition on the other. Our quiz is matching, so students see the words on one side and then the letter with the definition on the other side. And all they have to do is write the letter to match the definition to the word. So just make sure that they're studying those at home. This week, those will be on the back of your folder on Tuesday instead of Monday. Students do have the opportunity to study those in the classroom, but they really only have the opportunity to do that one time. So it would really benefit them in their ability to be successful in the quiz on Friday if they study them at home. Also, please remember to send a reusable water bottle with your child to limit exiting our classroom during instruction time. We do have time during our day to fill those up, and so students can have access to water whenever they need without having to leave our classroom. This coming week is a really big week for us. We are taking the BOG, the beginning of grade test, on Thursday at 8:15 in our classroom. Please be sure that you make all efforts to have your child to school on time that day so that testing can begin promptly at 8:15. Also, please join me in reminding your students the importance of this test and how serious it is. This is the first standardized test they will take in their educational career. Unfortunately, it won't be the last, so it's a great opportunity for them to practice that test-taking skills and the importance of taking a standardized test. So just remind them of that, remind them the importance of following the directions, and the importance of just taking the test very, very seriously. So that is on this coming Thursday at 8:15 in the morning. This Friday is Global Day of Play, so we are taking an hour out of our day this coming Friday to just do that, to just play. So students are going to be encouraged to bring board games, school-appropriate toys, and other games that they may have to school that day in order to observe the Global Day of Play. We are asking that you do not bring any electronics such as iPads or video games because we really want to get down to the basics of playing with toys and games and things like that. I will have a few things available, but we're really relying on your students to bring what entertains them and what ways they find it fun to play, not on electronics. I would also invite you to extend that into your home on Friday and allowing your child to just have some time to play on Friday and try to limit screen time maybe. Maybe get outside or pull out a board game with your family. And if you decide to do that, snap a picture and send it to me. I would love to share it on our class story of how you celebrated Global Day of Play at home. So that's this coming Friday. Your students will be allowed to bring toys and different school-appropriate games to school that day to celebrate the Global Day of Play. Up next is looking ahead. Going to give you some dates in the future for you to put on your calendars. On Friday, September 17th, students in 3rd grade will be screened for vision and hearing. Please make sure that if your child wears glasses, that they make sure to bring those that day on Friday, September the 17th, as we have to get the most accurate reading of their eyesight as possible. So again, Friday, September 17th, 3rd grade students in our school will be screened for vision and hearing. A letter did come home with you about that. If you were wanting to opt out of your child's vision and hearing being screened, make sure to sign that and send it back to school ASAP. Up next, we're going to find out who this week's Superhero of the Week is. big congratulations to Nazir. Now, Nazir, I want to apologize. I realized that I only put one S on your name on the wheel, and it really should have two. So I want to apologize for that. But a big congratulations to Nazir, who is this week's Superhero of the Week. He is doing a fantastic job in our classroom and following the STORM skills to a T. So a big congrats to Nazir for being this week's Superhero of the Week. Another thing that students were encouraged to tune in today about was, did we meet our dojo goal of 150 points as a class this week? And our reward was bringing a school-appropriate stuffed animal to school on Tuesday. And I'm happy to announce that we did meet our goal this week of 150 points. Students can earn points in our school and our classroom by following the STORM skills. In case you haven't heard what the STORM skills are, they are S for spreading kindness, T for taking responsibility, O for owning our learning and actions, R for respecting everyone, and M for maintaining safety. So, students are doing a fantastic job working together as a class to follow those STORM skills and reach their dojo goal to have a fun reward after that goal is met. So, students will be allowed to bring a school-appropriate stuffed animal to school on Tuesday with them. Now, here's something really important. Please don't send a stuffed animal that talks or moves or has any kind of robotic piece to it. Just a regular, everyday stuffed animal to limit the distractions that may cause in our classroom. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you will find out everything that's going to be taught and learned in our classroom this coming week. This week in reading, we're continuing our launching unit of Reading Fundamentals. Students are diving into making reading goals and really evaluating themselves as a reader. So this week, we're going to continue reading books and continuing to talk about what makes a quality and strong reader and what your student can do to get there. In math, we're still focusing on multiplication, but we're putting a heavy emphasis on division this week. So we will be doing some Eureka modules this week, and we're also going to be taking a math quiz on Friday for students to show their mastery of multiplication skills. So this week we're putting our focus in the teaching on division, and then we're taking a math quiz on Friday for students to show their mastery of multiplication skills. In science, we're still talking about plants, but we're moving into soil. And we're going to be looking at all different types of soil and why it's important to have all different types of soil for all different types of plants in order for plants to grow successfully in their environments. And finally, in writing this week, we're going to learn how to write a good, proper summary. So students will hear books being read to them, and then they will learn about the 5-finger summary rule. And then taking that 5-finger rule and that 5-finger organizer and putting it into a quality organizer and a quality summary that hits all 5 components of a good summary. So that's what's happening in writing this coming week. Also, I wanted to mention to you that graded work will come home to you in your child's folder on Mondays. For this week, since we're not in school tomorrow on Monday, it'll be coming home on Tuesday with your child. Please be sure to check and review that. Work with a check on it was just checked for completion and correction. And if the students got the majority of the questions correct. Papers with number grades on them are what's being entered into Power School and will affect your child's average on their report card. So checks are just completion. I'm looking for correction, but mainly did they really complete the work? And then graded number grades are what's going into Power School and what will be reflected on your child's report card. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 212 News.